Good evening and beyond the new, my fond fair friends, family, and subscribers. Oh, this one's gonna be fun. Welcome back to another episode of What If Issei was the reincarnation of Escanor? Now, where we last left off, we had a bit of a fun episode. Mainly getting a little bit of exposition and a bit of comedy out of the way, as well as explaining the location of a few characters. Now, we're going to cut this to a different location besides Issei's abode. We're cutting this to, well, Zenobia and... Give me 1 second here. Sorry, had to relook it up. Irina. I can't remember her name for the life of me. I apologize. They're back at, well, the Holy Church. Where, well, she's basically trying to explain what happened to her blade. Her piece of Excalibur. Oh, I can feel some of you thinking, I forgot. No. I knew. I knew quite well that it was a fragment of Excalibur. And most of you were, well, smart enough to already deduct why it got shattered. But for those of you who, well, don't, this is basically spelling it out. What happened? We went and met with the Grimmery household, Your Grace. I see. What happened to your fragment of Excalibur? It was destroyed. How? Upon colliding with the enemy, the pawn of Rias Grimmery, his axe shattered it into pieces. How can a mere axe shatter a holy weapon? Another man pipes up. You said an axe. Can you describe it? It looked very ornate, almost ornamental. It looked like it was made of solid gold. It had the head of a halberd with the spear tip as well as the pike end at the back, the spike at the back of it with a large crescent-headed, well, axe head. In the center of it there was an engraving, like a sun. Did it have a knuckle guard? Yes, it actually did. You didn't get wounded anywhere else? No. Good job. You did very well considering that. How did a devil come into hand of that? I don't know. Who was he? Issei Hudo. Issei Hudo. Oh, that explains. Oh boy. Oh no. What is it, Bishop? You do not know. Did you not read the reports? reports, the newest reports that say that that apparently the lion sin of pride was reincarnated into the body of a devil. It turns out they may not be false. Of course it's false. No way that can possibly. It just got proven here. What do you mean? She just went up against sacred treasure, divine axe Rita, a weapon of such cataclysmic power and, well, nature that it rivaled that of Excalibur. What? Yeah! Didn't know that, did you? While Excalibur is more powerful than Rita, it is not. A fragment of it stands no chance against it. We basically sent 2 chihuahuas into a gigantic steel cage against a very hungry and very ravenous polar bear. And we came out without losing much in that case, except for one of our chihuahuas getting declawed. If I were you, I'd be very happy that what just happened did not go any farther than that. Do you honestly believe that a devil could wield a holy axe? No, I don't. But there is virtually no other question about it. It is divine axe Rita. Yes, I know. All divine weaponry is made to where a devil cannot hold it. There is another thing. What? He possesses a sacred gear of Longinus. What? Issei Hudo. He possesses the boosted gear. Oh, that makes sense then. Well, we're screwed. What? Yep, we're screwed. I'm done. I'm quitting now. You made an oath. Yep, and I realize when my oath is beat. What do you mean? Take a look. Okay, the only safeguard that axe had to keep it from falling into a possible descendant that would go to a devil was the sheer fact that it was a holy weapon. However, a loophole around that apparently is if they possess the dragon gauntlet. The dragon gauntlet. You know, the thing that's on record being one of the most powerful weapons ever created. That houses the spirit, the very soul of the Welsh dragon. The one that can keep boosting a person's power to near infinity. And we're talking we have that along with the lion's sin of pride. One of the most dangerous beings that was on the planet 1,200 years ago. That was able to face off and even hold his ground against the Demon King. According to legend. That was able to kill and maim several commandments of the Demon Lord's armies. And you say that we do not have a problem? Do you not realize how screwed we are if he becomes an enemy? we have virtually no defense against that. Not to mention, with us uncovering the identity of the White Dragon Emperor, well, there's no chance in hell that we can defend against that. Because our only chance for countering the red was to power up the white. However, the white is also a devil. So, guess what? We're boned. No ifs, no ands, no buts. We're screwed. Our best bet is to fall back and rethink. We gather up your fragments and we'll try and reforge you a new weapon. This day couldn't get much worse. Meanwhile, back at Issei's house. This day can't get much worse, as Issei's running from, well, his room into the bathroom. Okay. Oh, why did it have to be so insatiable? Not good, not good, not good. Okay, think, Issei. Think. Okay, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? There's not much I can do. What would Kiba do? Cutting to Kiba's instance. Right! Unfortunately, it's not working well for him. So you're saying I really have no choice but to accept my fate? Yeah, pretty much. I mean, you kind of dug this hole yourself. What do you mean I did? You dug it for me. Oh, sorry. Anyways, quit breaking the fourth wall and accept your fate. Hey, most guys would kill to be in your position. Nobody knows the rubble I've seen. As he prepares to go back into his room. Several hours later, beyond the night. After their escapades, Rias begins to talk with Issei, saying that tomorrow they need to awaken someone. What do you mean? A ritual. To awaken an old friend. An old friend. Yes. You see, we sealed him away for his own protection. To keep his power secret, if you will. I see. So we'll have another guy around? Oh yeah, we'll have another guy around. Thank you, Lord. There is mercy. That's what Konako hops in being like, oh, I thought you were a perv. Be like, I am not that big of a perv. Good God, it's hard dealing with one of you. It's hard dealing with one of you at a time. Dealing with all of you at once, it's near suicidal. I mean, I'm a great man and all, but you're all essentially city-level destroying powerhouses. I mean, I'm a country buster, but still, it takes a lot out of me to juggle all four of you at one time. Hey. Oh, are you gonna say I'll hand one of us over at one point? Do you not like us? No, I never said that. I love every single one of you. It's just, I'm sorry. It's okay. We'll take care of it later. Oh, crap. But yes, with you around, I think it'd be safe for him to be released. At least back into the public. I see. Well, if that's what you believe, my lady, then I shall gladly support your decision. Aww, Issei, you're looking for another reward. Oh no. Several hours later. Water. Need water. As well, a very drained Issei takes a 2 a.m. stroll to the kitchen to pour himself a glass of water. Oh, oh, that's much better. Oh, man. I swear, no matter what I fight, those girls will kill me faster than any enemy I face. Is that what you believe? Who said that? As he turns around and sees a figure in a very big and dark cloak that well, covers most of it, that covers his entire body, not revealing the face, nor revealing any distinguishing features, except his size. He's enormous. He's, by whatever you believe in, he is at minimum 8 foot tall, standing in Issei's house, staring at him from behind that cloak. Who are you? And what do you want? Nothing. I just came to see if the rumors were true about you being the lion sin of pride. Obviously, they're not. Otherwise, you'd easily be able to pick up who I am. It's kind of hard to pick up who someone is from behind a guise. Maybe. But, no. You're no real Escanor. You may wield Rita, and you may even carry his mark. But, you're no Escanor. You're a pale imitation. At best. At best, you say, huh? Sierra! As the shining lion as the silver lion is called forth, radiating its energy throughout the house. And for a brief instant, Issei is brought to his higher potential. Removing his pendant. Well, considering it's nighttime, he's with the girls. Yeah, the pendants, the rings, the bracers, they're all off. Him looking this man on solid ground. Now you listen here. I don't know who you think you are walking into my house, but I will not tolerate any threats. If I threatened you, you would know it. No. This was merely a courtesy call to, well, let you know You're not the biggest fish in the pond. And with that, the stranger teleports away behind a cloud of darkness with nothing more than a whistle. Sierra down as the lion releases its energy and releases the pardon me, as the lion regains control over its energy and Issei powers down. Ugh, that always leaves a headache. And now there's scorch marks on the furniture. Cutting to, well, the next day. As everyone gets up, Issei's making breakfast. Everyone's looking around and they notice, well, some scorch marks on the tiling. Issei, what happened here? Nothing. Just, thought I saw something last night. I panicked as I was getting some water. You don't usually do that. Is everything alright? Perfectly fine. You could just say I felt like I saw a ghost. As they, well, continue eating. Later on, well, they head to the school. And then they access a little tunnel routes under their, well, little club that allows them access to a specialized chamber with a coffin and several seals in place. Oh yes. As Rias and Akino both begin to, well, do a bit of a chant to break the seals, guarding this person in place, holding them down. As, pardon me for one moment, as the coffin opens, revealing an armed and armored individual, a young man who slowly stirs. Miss Rias, what's going on? Are we... Relax, Gasper. It's fine. Issei immediately takes a battle stance. I know you. You are Zeldris. No. That's my father. What? My father. That's my father. I am Gasper Valdi, son of Zeldris and Glinda. I am, well, what would you would call a Danpere, half vampire, half demon. After the wars were over and my father had his freedom, he devoted his life to, well, removing the seal that imprisoned the vampiric kind. He succeeded and was able to free, well, my mother. They in turn, well, you know how that goes, I imagine. Oh, believe me, I definitely know how that goes. As a large sweat bead begins forming on Issei's head. Uh, hmm. Well, allow me to introduce myself. I am Issei Hudo. It's a pleasure. Gasper. Gasper Valdi. So who had the last name? I know Zeldris didn't have one, and I don't know about Miss Galinda. No, it was something my dad came up with to fit in. He wanted me, well, us, to be able to blend in with humanity, to see what Uncle Mel saw in them. He really did change, didn't he? I thought he was faking. I'm glad to know I was wrong. As impressive as that is. Anyways, you look famished. I'm assuming you need more than just blood? Yes. An unfortunate side effect. Blood can sustain me for a while, but I will always hunger for standard human supplements. Or standard supplements in general. Usually in large quantities. Yep, you definitely are related to Mel. But at least you're more humble. Alright, let's get you something to eat. By the way, has anyone gotten word back from Kiba? Nope, 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 nope. Where's Kiba? Oh, let's just put it this way. Your, believe you would call her a distant cousin, is basically running around with him. No, your cousin's daughter is basically giving him a run for his money. Is he in danger? Oh, not of anything physical per se, but in some cases he is in very much physical danger. What do you... Oh, no, did she... Yep. Oh. Oh, that poor bastard. I know. I don't know what to say. There's nothing really you can say. We just gotta wait and ride this, you just gotta kind of ride it out. Like, I see. Wow, that's, yeah, I know, right? So, if I may ask, what are you capable of? Well, I am capable of doing a couple of different things, such as, well, as you can probably tell, I was trained by my father in close quarters combat. He made sure I always came prepared, and he told me this armor would protect me. And whenever I'm nervous, I put it on and usually wear it. I see. Anything besides that? I have a high magical output, and I can... But my specialty comes from healing. You're a healer? Well, yes and no. Makes sense. Okay. I can remove people's pain away with my vampiric touch. It basically, I kill the nerve endings by somewhat I kind of kill the nervous system slightly, temporarily, allowing them to not feel the pain in that general area. And I can also slow down time to a crawl. That's impressive. Yeah, it's sacred gear. I see. Well, remind me not to get on your bad side. That might even put a damper on my impressive abilities. You really are as prideful as Uncle Zeldris. I mean, as My dad said you were. Like, and my dad and Uncle Mel said you were. I'd be like, yep, I am the embodiment of pride. Lion's sin of pride, after all. Oh, yes, and it doesn't go to his head in the slightest. But whenever it comes to nighttime, he becomes a lot more docile and willing to do a lot of different things. Akino perks up. I can still throw you, Akino. Oh, but you wouldn't. Damn it, you're right. I'll get you later. Like, oh, I know you will. As she just gives a sly wink. I will never win with that woman. As they continue walking along, and Issei begins preparing a large meal for their newest companion. Issei then tells them about the whole event that's being planned over in the new fairy kingdom, per se. How a couple of his relatives from days long past sent him an invite to, well, go toward to be there for a certain wedding at the new fairy kingdom. I probably went in circles with that. I apologize. I ran low on sleep. So, says, wow, don't worry, you're invited as well. I don't know if they'll like me there. My dad kinda did do a lot of things to them. It's like, oh, don't worry, don't worry, don't worry. You'll be fine. After all, I'm vouching for you. And they're family. They wouldn't do anything to try and mess with me. Because they know if they try, I can always bring down the sun. I thought you said they were your family. They are. But this is also my family. And I know y'all a bit more than I know them. Besides, I know Bon, Elaine, Diane, and King will survive, so there's no real worry for that. You're scary. Well, when you have to deal with these women all day, yes, you get that way. Aw, they all say. We love you too, Issei. Be like, damn it, I can never win. As Zeldris, pardon me one moment. Gasper laughs very, very much at basically the whole situation. And yes, I literally just paused to look up the name again. I am terrible with names. Cut me slack. I'm sorry. I'm failing you so much this episode. Back to the show. So, as the days go by, everyone's having fun, everyone's relaxing, everybody is, well, just getting along. Until, well, one day at school before it's supposed to let out for a couple weeks. Pardon me? As it lets out, everyone goes to their after-school clubs. And then, well, everyone notices a barrier being set up around the entirety of the school, the campus, everything. As dozens of devils start appearing through portals explosions start going off. Left, right, and center, people being scattered. Other, well, members getting tossed around as if they're nothing. And that's whenever Issei says, "What the hell's going on?" Rhea says, looks like we got trapped inside a barrier. School is under attack. Rias. Yes? You come up with a battle strategy. You formulate a strategy and get everything set up. I'm going to go buy us some time and see what's going on out there. Issei, listen to me. As he removes his bracers, his rings, and his amulet. The current time is 3 o'clock in the evening. Yes, there will not be any The One this day, but at least bear with me. Listen to me. Considering the amount of shit that's going on out there, the amount of explosions going off, it's a massive battle. I need you to be able to formulate something, but I need to make sure we buy ourselves some time. He looks towards him. Asya, you're going to be in charge of healing up everyone, making sure you stay safe. Stay out of trouble. Stay next to Rias. Anyone gets injured, you head back here. You can heal them up quick until Rias comes up with a good plan. Akino, you're on lookout. Make sure everyone can, well, be safe and be seen by you as you blast shite out of the sky, if you will. Goneko? Yes? Anything gets anywhere near here, you know what to do, I believe. Oh, you know it, big guy. That's my little kitty. As he gives her a little chin rub. And you, my new friend. Yeah? I assume you know how to handle that blade? Of course. Good. Then you're gonna act like it. Right. As Issei, well, leaves, and all you hear is boost as the gauntlet appears on his arm. He sees what's going down as, well, what views to be dozens of mages are attacking, trying to, well, destroy everything that's in sight. Oh, it's quite the catastrophe. So what does he do? Well, simple. What would Escanor do in a situation like this? He starts hacking. Rita isn't a ornamental axe. It is a battle axe meant to be used by a warrior. So, any type of problem that he came across involving enemy demons, shing! They get bisected, trisected, horizontally bisected, vertically bisected. Yes, there's virtually none that are going to be able to stand in this man's way. Issei is equivalent to a one-man self-propelled nuclear warhead. The amount of fuck you that Issei currently possesses is... yeah. It'd be the equivalent of taking a polar bear, teaching it how to use and operate a chainsaw, and then telling it to go to town on a tree. There's not going to be anything left. There's nothing. These things aren't even these people. Former people that are getting in his way aren't even worth describing to you. That's how badly he is trouncing them. It is quite literally a joke of a resistance that they could muster. That is how powerful Issei is in comparison to these normal demons. Fallen angels? Slightly better off. They could probably scratch him. They could probably make him feel a small tickle. They could probably make him feel a little bit of pain with those spears before he cut them in half. Because if you recall, boost doesn't just increase your physical strength and power. It is a 2 times overall boost to your stats. Yes, boost is broken. Anything tries to attack him at long range. Cruel Sun. That's a slow death in comparison to the axe, but still. That is up until, well, this man enters the field. Issei first takes note of him and then hears, "Divine dividing." Boom. Issei feels a sudden dramatic drop in his power. Divine dividing. Boom again. Divine dividing, divine dividing, divine dividing, divine dividing. Over and over and over. Until, well, I call upon the Welsh dragon. Break the balance of this battle. Right. Welsh dragon, balance breaker, scale mail. And then boost, 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 boost. Over and over and over. Until he's practically back up on the way he was, even with the divine dividings. As Issei darts towards the man in the strange armor. He brings up Rita to strike and is countered by a sword. But not just any sword. Because upon this sword parrying Rita, it's actually able to cut through the armor. The armor Issei wears. The dragon scale mail. As he quickly darts back. What the hell? As Issei grabs his gut and realizes he has in fact been cut. Cut through me like nothing. Treg, what is that? It seems to be a dragon slaying sword. Not good. No. Oh, this is very good. I've been looking for something like this. Something like what, partner? A challenge. As Issei darts forward at, well, this white dragon. He's heard the warnings from Dreg before, but he never thought the wielder of the gauntlet would be foolish enough to challenge him. Oh, how wrong he was. Because as they say, pride cometh before the fall. And they clash over and over. Everyone can hear, boost, divine divide, boost, divine divide, boost, divine divide, boost, divine divide, over and over and over, as they clash and clash and clash. Each time, the force of the clashes becomes louder and stronger, creating shock waves. Valley's armor gets well, injured and hurt by Rita as it carves through the demonic energy that Valley. Meanwhile, the Dragon Slayer is able to pierce into Issei's armor. Each time they clash, more and more blood goes flying until it's practically a cascade, a dance, a full-blown orchestra of mayhem and blood. Rias has organized her group and tries to take out the rest of the enemies that are, attacking. She tries to provide fire support for Issei, but only to be blasted by Valley. That was a bad move. Because whenever Rias struck at Valley and actually harmed him, his counterattack knocked Rias down and unconscious. At least, that's what we know. But to Issei looks at this and sees vivid flashes, a semblance of a time before where he wasn't Issei, where he was Escanor, where he had to watch, where he had to see someone fall, where he had to see something come close to dying, and he loses it. The rage in his body bursts forth. He is no longer fighting like the lion sin of pride. Oh no. He is fighting like a dragon. With every clash of his axe down upon his enemy, it bites into its flesh over and over, not allowing him to give 1 inch, not allowing him to move without fear of dying. Issei's bringing down Rita so hard and fast that the dragon-slaying sword gets shattered and reformed with every impact, just to absorb the damage again and again and again. Issei's not even talking anymore. All he's doing is letting loose a blood-curdling roar as he attacks and attacks and attacks. Every time you can hear a more boost, 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 as his eyes glow a deeper and deeper green. His wings form a brighter and brighter orange until it resembles the light of the sun itself, flashing down upon Valley. At this point, Valley knew he has done fucked up. And he really only has one last trump card he can call on. I, who is about to awaken, am the heavenly dragon who has taken the principles of supremacy from God. I envy the infinite and pursue the dream. I shall become the white dragon of supremacy, and I shall take you to the limits of white paradise. As Valley becomes the white dragon juggernaut. Oh, yes. Things have gotten interesting. Because now Issei is full on pissed. He is not having any of this. He is not going to let this scum walk away after killing his bride. No. Even if he is to die here, he's going to fight. But that's when he sees, out of the corner of his eyes, Rias awakening. As he takes a slight hesitation, boom! Valley counterattacks, sending a barrage of attacks into Issei, striking him with the sword, piercing through him several times over and over and over, until a certain someone intervenes. I won't let you harm my friends. It may have not known them long, but you won't harm them. Not now. Not ever. As he takes Issei off of Valley's blade, the shadows around him begin to grow as he enters his assault mode. Oh yes, the Danpir demon vampire hybrid has an assault mode of his own. And things have just gotten a lot more interesting. So, this is where I'm going to end it off here. Hope you enjoyed the cliffhanger. Goodbye for now and peace out. This has been your humble narrator, Diomedes Rouge, and I can't wait for the salty comments in the descriptions. In the comment section, because, I can only imagine a few people are going to be pissed off at this. Bye for now.